Everyone Kegel.
We're bonding.
And Kegel.
Mean Girls Kegel.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mean Girl Pod. Look who's in the building. Alex is back.
Yay, I'm back.
And you're actually back. This isn't a pre-recording. You're like actually back.
So back in Barstool's office.
Back in business, baby.
In the flesh.
Feels good to see you.
So nice
Maybe
to see you.
like,
Jordyn's sick. I already used her lip gloss, so whatever.
Yeah, sorry if I sound like crap today, you guys. I'm getting over a very, very big illness of an AC/allergy issue.
That makes you sound dramatic. I think you were actually sick.
Plus, I was actually sick, which we'll get into because I was doing bad things for a few weeks straight.
Oh, she made herself sick.
But Alex,
Jordyn,
do you have a current event for us today? About
I have a continuum. I just have an Elon update.
Oh, bring it to me.
Good old Elon. So obviously he's completely acquiring Twitter. You know what I asked today, the question this morning? I said, $43 billion a lot of money. Does he think he can turn a profit on this? You know, like make money? And the answer to that is, while he does think he can make money on his $43 billion investment, he doesn't even care because in 10 years, he'll have $1 trillion. More than $1 trillion. So that to me is crazy. Wow. But basically, the only update I have for you is he's letting everybody back on Twitter. All the people that have been kicked off, all the ex-presidents, they're welcome back.
Really?
Freedom of speech is his thing.
All right. That will be interesting.
Yeah. So I think that's something to look forward to, or at least not look forward to is not the right word, but it will at a minimum be entertaining.
You know how we always say, what would Elon do? Ladies and gentlemen, this does not mean allow your exes back into your life, okay? This is the one exception. Do not follow Elon Musk.
Wow. You're taking a hard...
It's Mercury retrograde.
You're into this Mercury's and Jordyn's texting me in all cap.
Whoa.
Oh, space. We don't talk about space on this podcast.
No.
We talk about Elon all the time. That's space.
No, can you please pronounce that again?
Mercury in retrograde.
What
did you think I said?
You were like, Mercury retrograde. I was like, what does that even mean?
I don't think I said that. We have it on recording, which is the good news. So we'll know exactly what I said. Maybe I said that. But Jordyn's texting in all caps. She's like, Mercury's in retrograde.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
It means chaos for the next few weeks. And I'm pretty sure based off of what's been happening in this office, it's been chaos.
It was a long week by Tuesday night.
Yeah.
At the Barstool headquarters.
Yeah.
Now, you seem to have had a long couple of, like, past prior weeks. Mm-hmm. You know, like, do you see your life getting more chaotic or less?
So Mercury is in retrograde in Gemini right now. So a lot of Geminis will be suffering. I'm a Gemini. But honestly, my life has been pretty calm. No exes have slid in, which is fantastic. But I have friends where they're like, oh my God, my ex is actually sliding in. So beware.
Jordyn, you're a Gemini?
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Wait, why?
Because aren't Geminis like double-headed, like...
So Geminis get a bad rap. What?
Just kidding.
They do get a bad rap.
It's not that we're two-faced. It's that we conform to different people's energies, so we can come off as like a different person. Because we conform. So like if you're really calm, I'm gonna be really calm. If you're really hyper, I'm gonna be really hyper around you. So people think we're two-faced because we change who we are, but it's just because we're conforming to the energy around us.
Okay. You're not a chameleon, you're versatile.
Yes.
Okay.
That's also why people are always like, you always contradict yourself. I'm like, yeah, that's my middle name because I'm a Gemini.
You do. You love a contradiction.
Yeah.
You love a 666, but we don't care if they have money. We just want to have fun.
Yes.
That's our girl JW.
Anyways, enough with the astrology talk.
But speaking of you being a Gemini, I am planning your birthday party.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm not going to say the date, but Alana, you better mark it off on your calendar. It's going to be a fun one.
We're going to have J-Dub's birthday party.
Is it a surprise or?
Wait, I can say the date. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, what is
June
that
9th.
Yeah, but her birthday's not June 9th. The party's Thursday, June 9th, and we're going to record the Friday after.
Yeah, so my birthday's June 14th. Alex is planning my birthday on June 9th. I don't really have a lot to say besides who gets invited, which is stressing me out, but I'm really appreciative of you.
I plan a good party.
Mike's invited too.
Okay. Wait, I'm excited.
I know, I'm too. I know.
Fun.
I don't usually like my birthday, but I feel like for your first year in New York, you actually have to celebrate.
You have to celebrate. On a Thursday, it's perfect. People can still go away on the weekend, but you still get to have your party.
And then I'm going to be be planning your birthday
Perfect.
in July.
Yay.
Even though you'll be gone, so we'll plan it for after.
Yes.
You're gone July 1st.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. See, I know your schedule better than you do.
Yeah, I don't know my schedule.
Okay, anyways, Alex, you've been gone for literally, I haven't seen you in 3 weeks. Please update us on your life. Tell us what you can about Barstool vs. America, drinking, anxiety, the whole shebang.
Okay, Barstool vs. America was so much fun. My biggest objective was to bond with some coworkers, which is inevitable when you're living on an RV with them. I can't tell you like who won, who lost. I can't tell you any of that happened, but I think I can tell you that I bonded. I don't even know if I can tell you who I bonded with, but there's 2 people that I got to know like the most.
Boys or girls?
Boys, because I was around them the most.
Oh,
So it was
yay.
really fun. I basically like achieved everything I wanted to achieve. Like I was like, of course I'm here to compete, but I want to have fun ultimately. Also think about this because you leave for a game show next week.
Yeah.
Think about how lucky we are that that's our job. Like it's like an adult summer camp. Like when people are working like corporate jobs in finance and we're gone at game shows.
I was actually thinking about that when you were gone. I was like, how cool is it that this is our job, that Alex gets to literally tour America in an RV and drink for a living?
It was so fun. Okay, so drinking.
Yes.
So we had 5 happy hours. We had a happy hour in every city.
Which you met some listeners.
I did. I met a lot of listeners.
That's amazing.
Mainly guys. Took photos with the girls, but I met more guys listeners than girl listeners.
Okay.
I know that's interesting.
That doesn't surprise me though, because when I'm out, I meet more guy listeners than girl listeners.
I also wonder, I'm more likely to approach a guy than I would be a girl if I like followed them.
Yeah, no, 100% same.
That could be it. Maybe they were there, they just weren't saying anything.
Yeah.
So happy hours. I feel like I'm completely back. Obviously, I took like a month and a half off of drinking. I feel like, okay, this is what we have to understand about Alex. There was a very normal Alex that drank from 21 to 27. Like she was just a normal person with like a normal relationship with alcohol that just like went out on the weekends. And then, in New York, there was like for a month and a half, 2 months, there was a different version of that Alex. The old Alex is back.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's nice. Like I'm just like my normal self again where I can just like don't even have to think about it. And when you start to feel like the buzz, you just like stop drinking. Like I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it other than I feel normal.
And I haven't seen that Alex yet, right?
Well, no, but some people that like, so like Hannah Cook, for instance, would have seen it. Because remember how we were in this friend group, but you and I weren't close? Like we never hung out? Like that Alex was very much so in New York, but when Mean Girls started, no, that Alex didn't exist.
Okay, so I haven't gone out with normal Alex
No,
yet.
you've never been close with like that Alex.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, she's cool. She's just chill.
I'm excited to meet her.
Yeah, she doesn't like black the fuck out every time. She just like, I don't know. I have a new favorite drink.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna like this.
Is it vodka?
It's vodka.
Jesus
Ugh.
Christ, all right.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Let's hear it.
everybody.
What is
It's a
it?
vodka martini. I'd never had one.
You have to do gin.
Wait.
Gin.
These boys.
Wait. How foreshadowing is that? That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Why? Oh wow!
Yeah.
We did just foreshadow something very important in everyone's lives.
Yeah.
I'm a martini girl.
Oh my God.
That's so funny.
Wait.
Gals.
Wow.
Okay, amazing. Love.
All
Sorry.
right, but continue.
Yes. Okay. So drank a ton of high noons, sprinkled in a martini, had a blast. Still only drink decaf coffee. I'm obsessed with decaf coffee. I have so much less anxiety. So I only have a good report. And I think being away and like being busy and competing like really helped me relax and reset myself, as crazy as that is. Like I don't think a vacation would have done it. It needed to be like work without the work.
Yeah, and I feel like being around coworkers helped a lot for you to have less anxiety, especially like coming into the office and everything. And
Totally.
because you've been in the office more than me. Yesterday was crazy when you two were in the office and I wasn't. I was like, I have FOMO.
Oh yeah. I mean, I still get more done out of it, but like when I need to come, I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, what about you? What were you doing while I was away? Were you out to play? Feels like it.
I was out to play. That is for sure. So as you guys can tell, I'm a little sick.
Guys, Jordyn's sick.
Why are you laughing at me?
It's funny.
And it's because I have not been treating my body very well these past few weeks. So I had a few visitors come. My best friend was here, I think 2 weeks ago. And then I had 2 other friends visiting last weekend, which just means like a lot of drinking, not very much sleep. And my body, like, I truly think my body was like, if we don't get you sick, you're literally going to die from running yourself into the ground.
Okay.
And also, like, work has just been crazy with Alex gone. I think everything was just adding up. But it was fun. I drank a little too much, met some boys.
Oh. Okay. Well, hold on. Are these specific nights? Or is that an overarching theme?
Overarching theme.
Are you going out, like, how many nights a week are we going out? I was gone 14 days. How many nights did you go out?
Like maybe 8 of those, not that many.
Okay, so
Like
half.
8? Yeah.
Or a little more than half.
Yeah, not that many.
How many boys did you meet?
Not that many. Only like, like 4?
4 boys, okay. What happened with these boys?
So a lot of them have asked not to be spoken about on the podcast, and I respect that.
Same.
But I did make out with a few boys.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you like a boy?
No, I'm not talking to anyone. No.
Okay,
No,
okay.
yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
Well, who was the best makeout?
This what? I mean, the guy that you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and that you know. All I'm gonna say is I feel like I'm a little bit of like a, and let me preface this after I say this. I feel like I'm kind of like a one-hit wonder, not hit as in like hit it and quit. The lights just went off.
Oh my gosh.
It's like you're a one-hit wonder.
I know, not like a one-hit wonder as
They're back on. Lights are back on.
as like hit it and quit it, like as in I have these amazing nights with these guys and it's like a wonderful time and then I never hear from them again. But that's like from me too. Like last week Rudy talked about how it has to be 50-50. I'm not reaching out to them, they're not reaching out to me, and I'm just kind of like realizing that's how it's gonna be until I decide to grow a pair and reach out.
Is it okay? Wait, hold on. So, are you not reaching out because you need to grow a pair, or is it like lack of like you don't care?
I just don't care.
Yeah, I don't feel like you care. I'm not
Yeah.
getting any vibe that you give a shit at all.
No, not at all. It's
Okay.
just like, so last night I was watching The Dropout. Sorry, Alex, I didn't.
Worst scandal of them all.
And I was sitting there seeing her relationship with the guy that she's with.
Yeah.
And all I was thinking was, oh my gosh, the person I end up with needs to be someone who is so smart, so interesting, someone who like challenges me and like blows my mind every single day. And I haven't found that yet. Like I can't be with someone who's simple.
Okay.
And then that just made me realize I'm like, all these guys I've been meeting, I'm just like, I don't care.
Can I counter?
Oh yeah, sure, why not?
Is it where you're meeting them? Have you met any of them like not at a bar? Like to know if they're like
Yeah.
I'm also not very interesting at a bar.
Oh no, I'm not saying like saying these guys are horrible because I don't know them that well. I'm just saying like in general going forward, like the person I end up with, I need to make sure that they like challenge me.
They must.
And like that they're like interesting and exciting and intriguing.
They should definitely balance. They should have strengths where you have weaknesses.
Yeah.
That's massive, or
Yeah.
else you won't grow as a person. Neither will they.
Yeah, who thought The Dropout would teach me what I want in a man?
I'm sorry. What episode are you on? Because Sunny turns
What?
out to be
Are
a
you talking
real
about
bag
Sunny?
of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like Sunny.
No, I don't. I was just saying how Sunny and
I'm
I'm
wondering.
like a little concerned. If you
Wait,
like Sunny.
wait.
Unless you're only on episode like 2.
Yeah,
I'm only on
yeah,
episode
yeah.
2.
Okay, he's fine right
Okay,
now.
he's like pushing her to achieve more.
Yes.
Yes.
But what I was saying was Sunny and what's her name? Elizabeth.
oh yes.
How there's just such interesting people and they're doing all these crazy things in life. And granted, I haven't gotten to the part where she's like scamming people yet. I was just like, wow, like that would be such a fun relationship, being with people who like push you and who are like doing crazy things with life and exploring new parts of the world. Like that's what I'm getting at.
Yes, I think you need the person that pushes you, because I think a lot of people think about relationships when it's happy.
Yeah.
And the good times.
Yeah.
Anybody can do that. You can do the good times with a lot of people. It's when adversity hits.
Yes.
Like that's how you need to pick your partners. Like, who can I get through the bad times with?
Yeah. I also feel like we're so overstimulated in this job that we need someone who stimulates the crap out of us.
Yes.
'Cause, like,
in a
we're-
different way, you mean?
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
Think about like, I don't know about you guys, but since working here, it takes a lot more to excite me just because we see crazy things all the time.
Yes.
And it's like high and lows. So I'm realizing like I need somebody who helps stimulate my brain.
I agree with that completely. I find TV shows officially boring.
Yes.
I've been going out to eat a lot since I've been back because in order to stay out of like an anxious place, I'm like, we have to get up and move and go do, like we have to stimulate.
Yeah.
Because sitting still is terrible for us.
It's so boring.
And you start to get inside your head.
Yes.
You think more. So wait, what would be like an ideal way somebody would challenge you? Like they would want to go out to eat or like try wines or something? Like give me an example.
I think it would just be honestly just someone who has a job that's so different that I can kind of learn about.
I like that. It's even just interesting to hear about.
Yeah. Someone who's doing cool things or someone who wants to do different things. Yeah, like going to try wine or going to a restaurant. Just, I can't do the basics, sit on a couch and watch TV.
Yeah, no, that's so gone with this job. You can't do that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just something I learned about myself.
Okay.
And I had a pregnancy scare.
What? You what? What did she just
It's
say?
not that serious.
You had a pregnancy scare?
So it's not really a scare.
You had a pregnancy scare.
Yeah, but it wasn't really like a legitimate one.
Are there 4 people in this room?
No, I'm
And
not
Jordyn, you're
pregnant.
not on birth control, correct?
That's why
Okay.
it was a pregnancy scare. Because so now that I'm not on birth control, when you have sex, you're always risking it. Right. Like condoms only do so much. But I was 5 days late, and I'm like pretty regular, give or take 2 to 3 days. And after that 3rd day, I was like, all right, I'm like this close to taking a test. It was day 5. I literally went to the gym and I was like, I'm gonna go to CVS on my way home, take a test. After I worked out, she came.
Question. A lot of people have pregnancy scares.
Mm-hmm.
I had them in college.
Yeah.
I think they're terribly horrifying.
Yeah.
Did you tell anybody? Were you going to take that test by yourself?
Oh, so I definitely told a few of my friends. I was just like, guys, I'm like a little late, but I would have taken the test by myself.
And like not told anybody?
Not told anyone, no.
Okay, just would have gone through
Yeah.
that.
I've never had a legitimate pregnancy scare where I like to my bones think I'm pregnant. I'm just a hypochondriac, worry about everything. If I'm like 5 days late, most people are 5 days late and they're like, oh, I'm not pregnant. I'll wait till my next period to see if I miss it.
Right. People get in their heads about that.
Yeah.
Everyone always has, I think.
But like, my best friend was coming to visit. I knew I was gonna be drinking a lot, so I was like, better check.
Yeah, need to just know for sure.
Yeah.
There's a juicy question we can ask around this topic. I don't know it because I forgot my notes.
Oh, yes, the spicy question of the week.
It feels like it fits right here.
Yes, yes. I think Alana needs to ask us the spicy question of the week.
Okay, I'm going to pick my favorite one, which was, have you ever faked an orgasm? Or how often do you? Because I'm sure everyone has.
You guys, I've never faked an orgasm.
She's so annoying.
That doesn't mean I always have them, but I've never faked one. How would you?
Oh, I guess that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, if I don't have one, I just don't have one.
Yeah.
Have you guys faked them?
I've faked my fair share.
I probably faked it when I was younger just to get it over with.
Yeah.
But and probably not in the last 10 years. Okay, 10, 8.
Not in the last 15 years.
Probably when I was like in high school.
Yeah. I have a question. I have pondered this for a very long time. If you're hooking up with somebody and you're having sex, do you wait till he comes and you orgasm? Is that the rule? What's the rule? Or is it just whoever comes first like wins? Like, what do you do?
What do you mean?
Like when you're having sex, is there a protocol that like he is supposed to come and then you're supposed to orgasm?
I think the girl always comes first.
No, the guy I feel like always comes first, and the girl just never comes in general.
I feel like a guy should make a girl come first,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
everyone could just relax.
Yeah.
You know, pressure's off.
And then do you do it again till he comes or not?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not had sober sex in a hot 5 minutes, so I don't know. I can tell you how it was back in like 2 years ago.
Yeah, what'd you do?
So like the guys that I'm trying to think of like the last guy that I was in some type of a relationship with that I had sober sex with, usually we would communicate during sex. And if he was like, I'm close, he would be like, how close are you? And usually like we would have to stop what we were doing so he wouldn't come and then I would come and then he would come. If that makes sense.
That makes total sense, yes.
Yeah.
But if it's a hookup with a person that you don't know that well, what is like etiquette? Like what happens?
Oh.
What do you do?
Girlfriend, I have never came with a guy I just
I don't
hooked up
think
with.
they give a fuck.
Yeah.
They should.
Should they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured they should.
I don't think I've ever come with a guy that I'm just hooking.
Jordyn and I were talking about
Yeah.
that like 2 weeks ago about how one night stands are trash because
You don't come,
yeah.
and guys don't give two shits about you. They just want to come.
I feel like they should always like trying to make the girl come first with their mouth or their hand.
And then once that happened,
What?
would you still proceed to want to have sex?
What?
You say make them come with their mouth or hand
Yeah.
or their dick.
Okay, the odds of that from a one night stand. Well, not that I would know, but
I see what you're saying.
I'm
from a
just
one-night
trying to
stand.
think.
Like I don't think like I feel like you gotta know someone.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree with
You
that.
know?
But like, I think we talked about this.
Everyone's puzzle's different. Every
Yeah.
girl's puzzle's different.
That's a
entirely.
very good way to put it.
Very difficult.
When you and your husband, I can't even say his name, when we talk about sex,
Yeah, he doesn't. He's like, stop listening.
Your mate.
are having sex, do you guys do you like just
Full blown communication.
Okay, yeah.
And it will trade off. Like we try to just make it like very fair.
Yeah.
But so then I started thinking though, I was like, wait, one night stand, like, or not even one night stands, newly dating, or like somebody you've hooked up with 3 or 4 times. I'm like, how does that work? Who gets to do it?
like I said, I'm a one hit wonder. I don't know. One and done. Never
Okay.
talk to him again.
That's all we don't know. Okay.
Okay, so let's give the guys a little heads up on how you could tell if a girl's faking, because it's not just moaning.
No.
No.
It's a whole body experience.
So I feel like there's 2 different ways. One, if you're with someone regularly, you should kind of know how they orgasm. I mean, a body does a certain thing. So like, for example, like I'm sure Graham can kind of get a sense of when you're coming, maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
So for guys who are in relationships, it should be easy because like you can be like, okay, you didn't do that the last 10 times. Why are you making a different sound? Why is your body moving in a different way? You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like a girl's body will like,
Lights off.
Stand up real quick, Alex.
Oh, it's you, I think.
What the fuck?
that's
When you walk.
A girl's body will like maybe shake a certain way. So I think partners can kind of get the sense if you've been with someone for a long time. But for like one night stands, I feel like maybe if a girl's being a little too dramatic, I don't know.
Is
No.
it the scientific definition though that
It's a Kegel.
yeah,
pulse.
there's a pulse in the like vagina basically.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
the Kegel exercise, really.
Yeah, you
if you don't
literally feel
the
it.
pulse.
Yeah, you should
know that?
No.
Don't you feel it when you orgasm?
Yeah, but I didn't know
guess,
guys
but
could
I feel
feel
like-
it.
Yeah.
100%.
Really?
Yeah. I just do that during, just for fun.
I do.
It
I've
feels
done it.
good.
Yeah, I've done it for fun too.
But
I
yeah,
didn't-
I mean, I guess if you wouldn't feel it, if you're the one, like you wouldn't feel it because you're kind of somewhere else,
Right.
but they can.
I can feel it sometimes. But also, you should do it during sex, you're right, because it feels really good for the guys.
it's also just an exercise you should do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you don't feel your
we
vagina.
everyone should do it as you're listening to this podcast.
Wait, so guys, the way to tell if a girl is faking orgasm or not, see if you can feel the. Would you do a lot of?
Pulse. Like the vagina literally tightens, and you can like feel it, and it's like.
Also, on the flip side, that's how you could fake it too and get away with it.
Oh, so ladies.
Okay, no, but I think, okay, so you can obviously control doing it, right? Because it's like a literal exercise.
Yeah.
But when you're orgasming, I believe it's like a little bit fat, like you couldn't do it like that because it's like your body is actually having that like endorphin release.
I'm trying to do it right now.
Yeah, I don't think you can do
like
it like
super
as
speed?
fat. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know how like you can't.
Yeah, it's like slower. It's like.
It's like a release too.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, so it's truly like the speed of it. 'Cause, yeah, I feel like if you're orgasm, it's like, but if you're just doing the exercise, it's like,
Yeah, I'm trying right now. Are we all doing it?
Yeah.
everyone Kegel.
We're bonding.
And Kegel.
Mean Girls Kegel.
And 2 and 3 and 4. Alana, are you okay? Alana, are you okay? Okay, so what are we saying?
We're saying, okay, we thought about it while we were in the bar, and we were talking about orgasms and the way that you can know if a woman orgasms, and we said it was the contractions, but that's not it.
What is it?
There's more.
What is it?
And you know what it is?
What?
They go from very wet, like you're like dripping, and once you orgasm, you dry out. like the desert. You're like, oh my God, I'm a water well. Like, I'm the Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
And then you're like, welcome to Palm Springs. Like, you're dry as a
great
desert.
analogy.
Thank you.
It's a great analogy.
That's as much as geography as I possibly
And you
could know.
can't fake that, how?
You can literally not fake that.
You can't fake the dryness, bitch.
If you
Or
were
the
wet-
wetness. You can't fake the wetness, actually.
You can moan all you want and be like, okay, so here's the thing. I have never faked an orgasm, but there have been times where I've orgasmed and I've tried to pretend like I haven't because I'm like, maybe Graham wants to come. But here's the problem with that. You can tell when a girl's already orgasmed because she was wet and then she's dry. So there you go, gentlemen. If she's dry, she's dry. You can't, no actor, Jennifer Aniston, she couldn't. You can clench it all you want, but you can't fake
She could never. She could never.
She'll never. So you've never faked an orgasm, or you have?
No, I have.
Okay.
But that was me, like Alana, when I was younger, and I just wanted to get it over with, and I didn't want to hurt their feelings. Now I'm very okay telling a guy, like, I'm sorry, you didn't make me come, so either we're gonna do this again, or you better go down a different way.
So you make him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
If I'm gonna do you, you're gonna do me right, okay? I'm 26 years old.
Almost 27.
Ah.
No, welcome it. We don't care about timelines.
But yeah, no, like now if I was in a comfortable relationship with someone and we were having sex and he came out, I'd be like, you're not done. Or let's give it a few minutes and we'll go back at it again, but we're gonna focus on me.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's enough of this one-sided thing. Like the older, like, you know what I mean? It needs to be 50-50.
Yeah, I never felt like it was one-sided.
With Graham or in general?
Oh, well, no, definitely not there. But in general, I didn't know. I guess that's what I was wondering, was if it was.
Oh, God, I've been with so many guys where it's one-sided. And it's like so quick, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, come on.
Yeah. Oh, so more guys than less.
Goodness gracious.
But I also, like I said, we have to like remember the last time I was in a relationship with a guy, like doing sober sex, was like when I was 24.
Right.
So for the past 2 years have been like a weird sex time for me.
Out of data.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like
nothing to report.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stop doing the casual sex again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go back to making out until I want to like pursue a fling with someone.
Okay, are we still looking for a 3-person summer fling?
Yes, we are.
Have we secured? No, we have not secured one of the 3.
We've not secured any, but I have a few in mind.
Oh, like you have prospects?
I do.
Do you know them?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's the best. Okay, is there any leads to talking to them?
Well, I'm talking to all of them. I just haven't met them in person yet.
Oh, are
Yeah.
you DMing them?
Maybe. I don't know.
She's going to remain tight-lipped on this.
Let's just say a lot of guys lately have been asking me to respect their privacy, and that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, got it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so hold on. Are one of the 3 spots are still not filled? However, there are prospects. However, you're not going to tell us who they are.
Correct.
Okay, got it. Perfect.
Yes, I mean when it's secured, I'll be more open about it.
Okay. Does that come with the job now? Does that come with talking to you?
What does what?
You talking about it on the podcast, or is it would you give them an alias and say we will not be speaking about this person?
Wait, I'm confused. What?
So like you're saying you're saying they want you to respect their privacy.
Yeah.
And then I'm wondering, let's say of the 1 out of 3, let's say you secure the young fun one, but he wants to remain anonymous. Could you at least tell us I've secured the young fun one?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay,
Yeah. A lot more people are just being like, "Hey, I know what you do. I'm so supportive of you, but if you wouldn't mind not talking about me on the pod, that'd be great."
Got it.
And I'm like, hell yeah, of course. Like,
No
I want a life.
Yeah. Well, you also want to like somebody.
Yeah, I want a normal boy sex life. So yeah, I will respect them. But I can like broadly give them maybe an alias down the road if things get spicy.
Love that. Okay, but you'll at least tell us though if it happens.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, good. I was worried.
Yeah, 100%. My job's more important.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not gonna be very interesting if we have to keep those 3 anonymous.
Oh no! I will keep you guys updated, but in a very broad sense.
Oh, you guys, I used Jordyn's lip gloss because it's the best lip gloss in the entire world, and now I'm gonna be sick next week.
Even though you have it right next to you.
I bought it. It's like we're doing an ad, but we're not. Oh my god.
So everyone always asks me what lip gloss I'm wearing, and this is Fenty Beauty. This is just like a little side thing. I think that this is the best lip gloss to kiss boys in or go on dates in, because there's nothing worse than when you're on a date with someone, you're having a glass of wine and your lip gloss is all over the cup. You know what I mean? It's just so gross looking. Or if you're making out with a guy for the first time and then you get your lip gloss all over them, like they don't want to deal with that. So this is a really nice color just to like make your lips look good, but also it doesn't spread in an annoying way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you have fussy heat?
Fussy heat, baby.
You gotta get the plump.
Fussy Heat by Riri.
Bomb Heat by Bad Girl Riri.
And that was not an ad. That was just because so many people have been in my DMs asking. And I feel bad because I try to answer them, but it's hard sometimes.
We'll let you know when Rihanna actually sponsors the pod.
Yes, I'm actually going to go to...
That'll be a big day.
Sephora after work today to probably get more because this bad boy is almost out.
You can't be out for your games.
And it also looks good on everyone's skin tone, too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's a very flattering color.
Yeah, you're salt and pepper, and it still works.
Okay, so you know how I've been talking to guys lately? I've been talking to like a wide range of age, and something I've learned, I am so sick and tired of toxicity.
Okay.
Like, don't get me wrong, like being a little toxic can be fun here and there, but it's more of like, there's two, like, I'm so sick of the games.
Okay.
And I'm so sick and tired of girls like filling our minds with these like crazy scenarios of you can never text a guy first if he doesn't pay for, like how it was in the beginning of the pod, honestly. Like if he doesn't pay for the first 10 dates, kick him to the curb. Just like these like crazy, unrealistic things. Like if Mean Girl Pod taught me anything, it's to be more realistic.
I like that. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes. So you're defining toxicity in this instance as unrealistic expectations.
Like severely unrealistic expectations. Like if he doesn't take me out to dinner at a 5-star restaurant and buy me X, Y, and Z, like we don't need that man. We can get any man we want. Like I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I think the first thing about that is if you wrote down on paper, if I was like, describe your perfect guy, the perfect scenario, all that, when you ended up finding him in a year, it's not even going to be anything remotely close to what's on that paper. It never, ever, ever is. That's like even with getting this job. Like, would you say it was the exact path you had in your brain as your 18-year-old self, Jordyn? No way. Like, it's so different. So that's with guys, too.
Yeah.
That's why it's so toxic, I guess is the word we're going to use. It's so toxic to, like, okay, on Mean Girl Pod, one thing that we always talk about is, like, we never want to give, like, a ton of advice.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's no blueprint.
I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like, we don't know. So I agree with that.
Yeah, like, I just feel like social media... like, and unfortunately, it's a lot of females on social media fill other females' minds with these psychotic, toxic, like, things, like, just toxicity. And that's, I think, why I was a little toxic when we first started this podcast, because that's all I knew.
I see.
Because we had social media and these girls being like, I can't even give examples because it's just, like, mind-blowing. But it's like, if he doesn't X, Y, and Z, he's dumb. And it's like, who the fuck are you going to meet that does X, Y, and Z when you're 22 living in Minnesota? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though?
Right. I think you could counter it all, too. Like, every time if he doesn't hold the door open and pay for the first date, it's like, what if he's a really good person?
Yeah.
Did anybody think that?
Yeah.
Like, can't that win?
Like, I will say you two have taught me so much. And I don't know if it's because, like, you guys are in relationships or... you're good people, but like I'm realizing like I was a bit toxic when I first started this podcast, and I think it's fun to be a little toxic sometimes in like stupid ways, but I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I can't even handle games. If you're gonna play games with me, like fuck off, bye. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I think that's the other thing that you just touched on is like sometimes it can be a little slightly fun, but like I think people go into the groupthink thing of the internet.
Yeah.
And they're like, toxic will get me far. And then people start being toxic and then they start spreading toxicity. Like they're telling it to other people because they have a platform. And that's like where we get in trouble.
Yeah.
It's like one person saying it and then you almost get addicted to it.
Literally.
And you have to be the kind of person that can see it and be like, stop. Like it doesn't even feel good inside.
Well, and I also think like toxicity, like some people are bored, so like the toxicness gives them like the highs and the lows and makes them feel something.
Yeah.
And that can be addicting. But I'm just learning that like the games aren't fun. Like everyone's always like, but if you don't play hard to get, you're not going to get the person. And something I've realized is, okay, think about all the guys you've liked. You either like them or you don't. It doesn't matter at the end of the day if they played games with you.
No, it doesn't matter. And like we sit here and we talk about how we're so confusing as a species. It's like the sex will be equal. He makes that, like, we're talking about finance, we talk about all these things, and then we're gonna chalk it down to, at the end of the day, he's supposed to chase you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, that sucks to be a guy.
Because if you think about it too, like, everyone's like, you're not gonna get him or her if you don't play a little bit of a game. But it's like, no. Honey, you didn't like the person, you liked the game, and that's why you're not with that person. Because, like, I truly think about the people I genuinely liked and had relationships with, there were no games. It didn't matter how they pursued me. And I know we're always like, but he's being like too nice. It's like, you don't actually like him, that's why. If he was nice and you really liked him, you wouldn't care.
Right.
If you really like someone genuinely, the games don't matter.
So you're like, all rules aside, like, let's just like people.
Yes.
Like, let's simplify the whole situation.
Yes. Like,
yeah, I like that.
And don't get me wrong, like, I'm very contradicting, so maybe I probably will continue games every once in a while. But I was talking to this guy the other day, and he was being so weird over text, like being a little one-wordy, showing interest and then not showing interest. And I was just like, I don't have time. I don't have the brain capacity for this. So I literally texted him back and I was like, you are so unbelievably hard to read. And he was like, wait, why? What are you talking about? And I was like, your texts make no sense. Like, you're in it 1 second and you're one wording me the next. And he was so honest. He was like, honestly, I'm just so bad at texting, but I really enjoy talking to you and it has nothing to do with you.
That was like a great answer.
I know. That's why I'm like, sometimes too, the games that we think as females are just boys being dumb. The miscommunication.
That's the whole thing. You can't. Sometimes it is games.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's miscommunication. Sometimes it's a shitty past.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know.
Yeah. And now I've been texting him for a while, and like, he might not answer for a day. And like, if I didn't know he was really bad at his phone, I'd be like, oh, he's playing games with me. He's playing so hard to get, but really, he's just literally so bad at texting.
Yeah.
And he'll text me in another day, and everything will be fine because we communicated.
Right.
A couple weeks ago, you were talking about not being eager.
Yes.
So what do you think? What's the difference between not playing games, but also not being too eager?
Not playing games and not. Okay.
So I think there's a difference between that, where if you're eager, to me, eager is like you see someone in the next year, like, oh my gosh, I had so much fun. Like, when can I take you out again? You're such an amazing girl. Versus, hey, it was so great to know you. Let's talk for a few days, and then maybe like 3 days later, be like, hey, do you want to grab drinks this week? You know what I mean? It's just a little less calm. Like, you still have
You're just being honest.
Yeah. So for a good example, actually, I'm talking to another guy, and he and I have been back and forth trying to find plans to see one another. He's been very forward in seeing me, but he's not acting too eager. Like, he still has a life. Like, he's still busy. So he's very open. Like, hey, I'm gone this weekend, but I'd love to see you next week. Versus, I'm gone this weekend. So like, can we try to fit it in before I leave? You know what I mean?
Would that be too eager?
That'd be a little too eager.
Okay.
And like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but would you appreciate that if you did like him or not? I feel like we're going into rule land again.
I don't know.
I think it's just like a vibe, honestly.
It's just a vibe.
It's just the difference between being confident and straightforward and then being like a loser.
Yeah, easy and eager.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no one wants someone who's like this is where we start to contradict.
No, I was gonna say, some people want eager, some people it's good for, but maybe it's not for you. I think it boils down to like, this is compatibility, actually, I think, literally at its core. Ooh. Some people want somebody that's eager, and then that's gonna work with the person that wants it. The eager person works with the person that wants somebody that's eager. Otherwise, it's just like, if we're all being ourselves, then we'll just bond with the person that we're like truly compatible with.
Wait, that's actually so valid, because I really do appreciate in somebody who has their own life. And that's why I probably don't like eagerness. Where I know some people who are very dependent, and they like eager because they like to depend on someone.
We probably all have friends that would love an eager guy.
Yeah.
Love one. But that's not your guy.
That's not my guy.
So we can rule that out right at the beginning. So it's good to know.
That's good to know. I know. Sometimes I forget we're all so different.
I think there's another form of toxicity,
yes.
though, in terms of like less about relationships, more about like the mental health aspect, or like who we like. how we are as people. Does that make sense? I consume it in some podcasts. I'm trying to think of an example. I kind of think, you know what I think the basis of the toxic stuff is? All these different rules, because I think it gets confusing. Like about how to be a friend, how to be in the workplace, all these different things. And I feel like sometimes we look, are you getting hot?
It's so fucking hot in here.
Do you
Ignore me.
Do you think sometimes we like, when you were younger, that was like way more fun to hear because it made you feel better about yourself and like you felt. When I was younger and I heard toxic podcasts or I was around toxic people, I gravitated towards it because it made me feel normal. The older I get, the less I gravitate towards that because I'm looking more forward and I don't relate to it as much.
Yeah.
And I just like want to get it out. Do you feel that?
No, I love that you said that because I feel like toxicity and rules and games just give us, like subconsciously give us excuses of why we're not meeting the right person or making the right friends or getting the right job, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like holding yourself to I'm all for giving yourself grace, but you can also hold yourself to a standard to like move forward.
Yeah.
They're two very different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I truly feel like we all need to just throw the games out because at the end of the day, I think it doesn't matter if you play games or not, you like someone or you don't like someone.
Oh, it's it. You'll know.
Like, did you and Graham play games?
No.
Did you and Mike play games?
No.
Yeah.
Point made.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Yeah, because I think about all the guys I like, and I didn't play games with them. Or I had relationships with, I didn't play games with. And then the guys I did play games with, we lasted maybe a month.
Yeah, you know what's so much more fun than games? The honeymoon flirting phase. Like, get there.
Okay, you want to know something that's so... Wait, what do you define honeymoon flirting phase as? Like, what time frame?
Oh, very early on. Like, you're not playing games, but you're like, okay, let's all... Like, you bring your group of friends, and I'll bring my group of friends, and we meet up at the bar.
Okay, do you want to know something so funny, Alex?
What?
I'm with you, and I love the beginning stage of a relationship. I think it's so fun and flirty and hot and sexy. I would say 80% of the population hates it. So many people I know are like, I just wish we like, it's been like 6 months, we already know each other. I'm like, what?
Really?
I'm with you.
I like all of the phases, but I think the game, like, that's the worst one. Like,
but do you want to know why we probably like it? Because the people we've been in relationships with have been healthy.
yes, that's very true.
And a lot of other people, their honeymoon phase was so toxic because there were so many games being played that they never knew what they were doing.
It wasn't quite honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It does make sense.
I
It's
love a good
juicy.
honeymoon phase. That's fun. And then you get it all over again once you get married.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's the
the
best.
best. Yeah.
That's the best. So guys, guess what?
What?
Well, first we have to quick talk about, people love that we talk about sober activities because a lot of people struggle with that. So what's your sober activity of the week?
I've been going to so many restaurants sober.
Oh, I'm proud of you. That's
it's been
really
so fun.
Really difficult to do.
Yeah, it's like I want to make it a priority to go out to eat in New York because there's so many fun restaurants and the weather's good. Mm-hmm. And because I lived on the RV for 2 weeks, I've been feeling super girly, so I like love getting dressed up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's just go to restaurants, but I don't want to drink every night, so we just go, sit down, have a nice meal, and then go home, and it's been so much fun.
And you've been doing a lot of self-care too, like facials and nails.
Self-care, yes. Shop. I'm trying to figure out my summer wardrobe.
We're literally like the opposite right now. Like you can tell I'm getting ready to leave and you just came back.
You're going into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm back. Yeah, that's right. What about you? What's your sober activity?
So similar to Alex, of like the taking care of yourself, I'm getting my hair done. And I feel like for females, like that's an activity. I'm excited.
So great to get your hair done.
So excited. I would say just like getting my hair done. Honestly, this whole week I've been sick, so I've literally been laying on the couch in my bed for 72 hours straight, and it's been really wonderful.
Your sober activity, I guess, is watching
The Dropout.
Yeah, The Dropout.
Yeah, that was fun. It was actually really nice to have an excuse to do nothing and not feel guilty about it.
Correct.
Yeah, I really like that.
I think these work trips and being sick are better than vacation because on vacation you're like, I'm taking vacation days and it sucks.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. I'm going to say it anyways. I'm going to be gone for the next week.
Starting Wednesday.
So
Wednesday.
After this episode, AB and her hubby are going to be coming in.
Yeah, we'll have Graham.
Yeah.
Graham on the pod.
Graham on the pod. And I'm going to be doing a little game show.
Yeah, so Jordyn leaves.
Yeah, so that's why my nails are taken off.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get my phone for a week.
It's going to be wild.
So I will literally be
Dark.
dark, which I'm kind of excited about.
It's going to feel so nice. the lights, you guys.
Very anxious about, but very excited about.
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
And then I come back and it's Memorial Week and I'm just gonna sleep.
Yeah, that's great though.
Yeah.
To have Monday off.
But yeah, I think that's all we have. Alex, it was so lovely having you back.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I hope you
Yeah.
feel better because I can tell you're medicated up.
I know, I'm like slowly dying. I'm like, yeah, anyways.
Jordyn's going downhill, so we have to go.
Anyways, everyone have a great rest of your week. Alex, do you want to do the whole thing again?
Like, comment, subscribe. Send this to a friend. Send this to your single friend. Or, no, send this episode to your friend who wonders about having sex and you guys talk about orgasm. Send it to that friend. That's your friend for this episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And rate us 5 stars on wherever you listen to podcasts because we love you and you should love us back.
Yes.
Because you listen to the whole episode, which means you like us.
That was beautiful, Alex.
Thank you.
Nice.
Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Happy Monday.